Hey, what's going on, Lascassas family? I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had just an incredible Easter Sunday this past Sunday as we just celebrated the fact that Christ is risen and our God has robbed the grave and he sits victoriously at the right hand of God right now, knowing that he has overcome sin and death and everything else, and how that is just especially a good encouragement for us right now during these just unprecedented times. So I hope that was a great time that you were able to spend as a family and just as you edified and glorified Christ in all of that. All right, with that being said, I just have a few quick announcements for y'all, so let me just run right through these. The first one is that we have our midweek service live stream tomorrow evening. And it's going to be a little different tomorrow. Instead of live streaming it through our Lascassas Youth YouTube channel, instead we're going to be live streaming it through our church live streaming services. So instead of accessing it through our Lascassas Youth YouTube channel, you'd be able to access our live stream tomorrow evening through lbcfamily.net and Facebook Live. So the exact same way as if it was a Sunday morning worship live stream. You'll access it the exact same way. And so we're very excited about that. You'll be able to watch it on lbcfamily.net. You'll be able to watch it on Facebook Live where you can share it and you can have watch parties with family and friends. And also, if we're able to get it up and running, we're hoping to be able to live stream it as well at the same time through our LBC YouTube channel as well. So 3 different ways you'll be able to watch our live stream tomorrow. So through lbcfamily.net, through Facebook Live, on the LBC Facebook page, and our LBC YouTube channel. So I'm very excited about that, and that should be what we're doing going forward as well. Just many different ways for us to stay connected with y'all. As PK and I stay connected with y'all and be able to just gather around his word and preach it and be comforted by the truths of his word. So that's tomorrow evening. The next 2 ones as Zoom related, so shocking or with anything Zoom related. The first one is this upcoming Saturday where I'm going to be doing another Zoom game night. Rebecca and I will be hosting that for the students at 6 p.m. this upcoming Saturday. And so we're very excited about that. Again, since school is out until about the end of this month, and since Governor Bill Lee extended his executive stay-at-home order until the end of this month, we thought we still want to stay connected with our students and just have a fun time as we gather together over that. And so we'll be trying to play some more Catchphrase, some more Family Feud, and maybe 1 or 2 other new games. It's been a lot of fun the past couple weeks. Rebecca and I have really enjoyed it, just spending time with the students, even over Zoom. So that's this upcoming Saturday, where we will have another Zoom game night at 6 p.m. And I will send out that meeting ID and password to all of you parents to be able to give that to your students so they are all set. And then I'm also be posting about that on Facebook and Instagram, but asking the students to come to y'all to be able to get that information. So that way they're all set. The second Zoom-related thing is we'll resume Sunday school over Zoom this upcoming Sunday again. It'll start at 10:30. It'll be right after the LBC Sunday morning worship live stream. And I will also send out that meeting ID and password to all of you parents. So that way all of you are set on that. You can give it to your students for this upcoming Sundays. We continue our curriculum in Bible Studies for Life and Holy Vocabulary. So we can continue to study on that. The next one is I posted on our LSM website under the COVID-19 resources at the bottom a new devotional that students can do. It's a 21-day devotional about what happens after the cross. And so it is a 21-day devotional produced by Lifeway students about just understanding what happened before, during, and after Easter Sunday and the cross and the crucifixion and how that affects our lives today. And so I encourage you to go check out the devotional for your student and also all the other resources we have available under that COVID-19 resources tab on the LSM website. We have just different Bible studies you can look at, different devotionals you can look at, prayer guides. We have a worship playlist on Spotify that I put together of songs our student ministry sings on Wednesday night, songs we sing Sunday morning, and just a few others. Hopefully as an encouragement during this time. So I encourage you to check out that devotional and all the other resources we have on that LSM COVID-19 resources page. The next one is this, is I have recruited the help of some of my LSM leaders for them to do a devotional for the students. And so whether over a video or just typing it out and me doing a video for that. And so I'm hoping to start posting those starting next week if possible. It's just another way for us as a student ministry, for our leaders and myself to stay connected with those students and stay invested in those students. And some of the ones I've gotten back already from our leaders are just absolutely incredible. And that we are truly, truly blessed with some awesome, incredible, godly leaders in LSM. And so I'm just so thankful for each and every one of them and their continual investment in the lives of these students and how just valuable that is. And so I'm looking forward to starting those hopefully next week if possible. And the last one is this. It's a very important one. It's an update on MFuge. Obviously, with everything going on and just kind of the worry of stuff, what's happening, Lifeway, just out of precaution, decided to cancel all of their camps in the month of June. So that would include not only our camp at MFuge, but also CentriKid. And so right now, what Pastor Kenneth, myself, Amy, and Allison are doing is we're all trying to work together on figuring out the best options for that. And just how we wanted to game plan for just different events this upcoming summer and just be wise in that. And so one of the options we were given is we could potentially move our spots from the month of June into a camp in July. And one of the ones that was available was the week of July 3rd through 7th. And so it would still be MFuge and it would still be at Ridgecrest campus. It would just be the week of July 3rd through 7th. And so with that, since they canceled it and extended out that way, we are also extending our registration for MFuge. And so we're going to extend that until Sunday, May 24th, just about 1 week before the end of May. And just to see how that is, it's going to give us an idea of if they're going to even still have camps in July or not. So right now, tentatively, we're just looking at that being a possibility. That's not fully set in stone. But what we're asking of y'all, if that would interest your student, if you want to go ahead and register your student through Realm on that, where you would just only have to pay the deposit, but you would not have to pay your full final balance until about 2 weeks prior to the start of camp. That's what Lifeway is telling churches. They don't have to pay for their final balance until about 2 weeks out. And so we want to do the same thing, just as we kind of give a lot of leeway just with finances and everything else during this time, as we try to see what Lifeway's planning and how we want to plan it too. And so that way everyone's set. On top of that, we do have scholarships available as well for students that might need that as a help during this time. And so that is so far the game plan for that. And so if you have any questions about that, if you have any feedback for that, if you just want to send me an email back at brandon@lbcfamily.net, that way if you have any questions, comments, concerns about that as far as that goes, and just try to see how that would work. And again, this is just something tentatively. I wouldn't say it's fully set in stone yet, but it's just an option we want to get out there. So that requires some feedback from y'all just to see how we want to game plan that as Pastor Kenneth and myself and Amy and Allison, as we just pray through this, as we want to wisely handle this and as we wisely go through these just uncharted waters and how we want to handle not only the summer with events, but shepherd wisely, not only in the short term, but the long term. So that is just the game plan for that, hopefully. So again, if you have any questions or want to let me know, please feel free to contact me back. With that being said, that is all the announcements I have for y'all during this time. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are just, as silly as it sounds, I know it says surviving, but I really hope that y'all, instead of that, are truly thriving during this time. That as we take time, as we're forced to slow down, if you will, like slow down, I hope that gives us time to be able to just realize a lot of just the blessings we have during this time. Roof over our heads and family that cares about us, and just time that we can spend with each other. And I pray this is a time that we're able to truly spend as a family and able to spend with God and grow in our relationship with Him and grow in our relationship with our family. Because during this time, it can be very easy when we're stuck at home, we're isolated and social distancing, it can be very easy for us to just kind of seclude ourselves and just to do what we want through just kind of Netflix and social media and everything else. And my encouragement for all of us is that we take this time to spend less time on these things and more time just pursuing Christ in this time. So that is hopefully my encouragement for y'all. Again, I hope y'all are doing well. I'm praying for you constantly. Well, we as a church are praying for you constantly. We love y'all unconditionally. We're here if you need anything. Don't hesitate to reach out. So with that being said, I hope you'll have a great week. I hope you see you tomorrow. Hope to see some of the students this Saturday. Praying for y'all. Love y'all. Take care, you guys.